Hi there, Scorpio. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are here with your January reading. Let's get into the energies. This is going to be the very first, obviously, 2023. This is huge, right? We're talking about your ruler as well, clearing from its retro, one of your rulers, Mars, going back direct, and it's going to actually be moving into fellow water sign Cancer. So this is a big deal. I'm hearing it like this from the guides. This is going to be a really major transit. You might just sort of feel this like mega boost where you're like, wow, I'm feeling this actually really, I think this is going to be good. Okay, I'm hearing it like this. So it's just a feeling of you getting back into even a rhythm of just not really anything particular, but you just feeling sort of more like yourself even. Okay, Pluto as well, right, was retro, and so we're moving as well through that transit, overlapping with this Mars transit, this particular Mars transit. Now let's jump in. I was meditating. If it's your first time, welcome. I'm just going to clean up from the Cancer reading. There could be a focus obviously on Cancer. We did just mention that your ruler Mars is going to be going into the sign of Cancer, moving out of air sign Gemini and yet again into fellow water sign. So what are we looking at? I was getting here as I was meditating before I turned on the camera. I'm hearing Capricorn Cancer. You may be dealing with a Capricorn Cancer, someone who maybe has a lot of Cancer or a lot of Capricorn. The predominant energy that I'm picking up on here, I'm also hearing Leo. I'm hearing Libra and Aquarius, major Leo. I was picking up here that there's someone who really likes you, Scorpio. I feel like you are going to realize the extent to which this person really likes you. And oh my God, I'm getting like butterflies in my tummy. It's just like, wow, okay, I see a palm tree here. I feel you are going to, oh my God, I see nerves. I see nerves. I feel nerves. I'm feeling a bit nervous for you, Sagittarius. Okay, Scorpio, you maybe have a lot of Sagittarius. I did see that Temperance. Anyways, ahoy, good old Spirit of Wands. Five of Cups, yeah. For some of you, listen, oh God, I feel there's a moment coming where you're gonna see it. Okay, it's like, whoa, yeah, no, that person really likes me like that. Okay, whoa, Seven of Pentacles, Spirit of Wands. Someone here is going to, I feel, also like just really gesture to you in a way that they never have in the past. I feel like it's going to be a really romantic and obvious sort of expression. Okay, I feel like you've never seen this side to this person. I see that, and there's something maybe in you that you see. Once you see what this person sees in you, it's just like, whoa, it's like a double reflection. It's almost like, you know, when someone sort of even like calls you out from a crowd and you're like, oh my God, what is this really happening? Tower here, Heart of Pentacles, but it's happening even on a psychological level. It's like that moment, maybe even like, you know, it's like someone calls you out of how you see yourself. It's very interesting, actually. I see that somebody maybe even sort of, as you feel it validates you or validates maybe what you were feeling. Maybe this is even something of a dream and it's like it actually kind of happens and you're like, wait, what? Okay, some of you, maybe you were like sort of feeling that everything, I'm hearing that song, because it's all in my head, Seven of Swords. You were thinking like maybe like one day we'll make up, you know, yeah. But I feel like it wasn't happening for some time with the Eight of Wands in reverse, or you just didn't want to sort of expect this, you know. And then I see, keep hearing Capricorn. Yeah, when this sort of happens, and it does happen, I see you sort of feeling this almost like whiplash energy, a little bit of like reverberation energy, where it's like that thing that's happening is sort of even like validating you and like acknowledging you. So it's almost like you spending so much time is in a theory space of dreaming, and then one day finally it's like, whoa, I'm actually the observer. We have justice coming through. There's something surreal. Okay, so let's get a little bit further. Can we get a little bit on, yeah, Ace of Pentacles, brand new beginning here. Wow, with someone here that they're coming through strength, really strong Leo. It can be someone here who just kind of also maybe wants to just show you, I'm hearing show you the shape of my heart. They want something valid with you. They don't want something murky, okay, halfway. They want it, like, clear. They want, for some of you, let's back it up. They want to acknowledge you. They want to, like, literally, I feel, call you up. For some of you, literally, in a crowd of people, maybe you even intern for something. Oh, they want to offer you a full-time position. For some of you, this is someone who, or this could even, yeah, someone who you've known for a long time. Eight of Pentacles are bright, Ten of Cups reverse, and maybe a long-time friend. Like, they actually want to, like, date you now. Okay, they don't want to just be friends. I'm hearing that. Devil here coming through. Again, really strong Cap. Someone here may also get hired. They may get a raise. Some of you are going to get a promotion, so that's very exciting. Some of you are going to choose on maybe what your next gig is going to be, where you see your career also really taking off. Some of you, it's just going to be really, really exciting, whatever it is that sort of is coming full circle. And I feel like it's, again, one of those months where it's a month where you, yeah, it's definitely that month, I'll say, where you realize that made my journey a totally different one. I thought I was headed in that direction, and nope, maybe this person came along. Maybe someone even knew that you're meeting lovers. Maybe you were dreaming of a certain type of person and you're like, they just literally walked straight into my life. life. For some of you, it may be even someone here who sort of aggregates the characteristics of past people who you've dated, but just sort of brings you the best of everything that you loved about those experiences. Okay, I'm not saying it so much as like, well, I want that sort of looking mustache from that person from '02, and then I want like, yeah, his six-pack from '06. No, this is, yeah, or his brainwaves from 2012. This is a matter of you understanding really what love should feel like, and you sort of being able to finally say, I think it's something that I feel right now here, and with this person right here. And for some of you, it's not, let's say, a relationship, romantically based. It's something maybe in terms of your career. I see a lot of healing here. I see that you're going to be fucking loving this month of January. Scorpio, get ready. I feel like you're just going to feel your karma's turned around. It's like, I'm fucking ready. Yes, wow, see that? Wow, that was amazing. Ace of Cups, the Tower, Justice, and the Magician. You have someone here definitely wanting to, they want to make it official with you. Okay, they want to turn the friend zone stuff, yeah, that you guys are talking about back. And I'm hearing 06. I hear something about 06, 08. Into a really serious conversation in the heart of, Spirit of Cups. They want to acknowledge where it is that you've stood. Okay, maybe they want to get back to you on something. I see bubblegum here. You guys, I feel, were really like talking to this person for a long time, or this was a long-standing negotiation. Wow, definitely. Two of Wands in reverse. It's done. The Moon here upright though. Wow. So somebody here, they want to test you though. I see that they are curious. If you haven't talked to this person in a long time, I feel like when they do reach out, they want to make sure that you're even still available. Let's get honest. For some of you, this person wants to, though, they definitely want to remind you of them. Okay, Three of Swords. Wow, the Ace of Cups. Okay, so there is something that has a lot of potential, but this is a matter of, sort of like the literals. For some of you, this person is very interested in you, but I see them just sort of offering, they don't want to go all in at first. Okay, if they do sort of even like, let's say, communicate with you, I feel like it's something very romantic, but I feel like it's not really going to be something so blatant or outright. I don't see this person literally, like, let's say, telling you, hey, for example, I'm sorry. I see it being more like bore. They want to kind of be more boring, interesting, but like romantic and stoic and like sort of detached. Maybe they feel that that's more appropriate in the situation. For some of you, maybe they literally, like, it's gonna be obvious. Well, they want to show you. I'm hearing a good time. Okay, take it well. They want to show you that maybe they're sorry rather than tell you, if that makes sense. Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. You'll be able to tell in the way that they sort of carry themselves around and in the conversation. I feel this person's going to be using words that they never used before. Maybe it's something very sweet and sentimental. For some of you, you may not be open to this. We have to also open the door, right, for that possibility with that sort of reaction that you may have, right? Because this is not like, oh my God, 1-800, like, is he returning? Like, he's returning. Okay, like, bye, everybody. It's like, you need to also make, obviously, your executive cut, your decision on whether or not this is someone who you want to be seen in that type of plot with, and in that way. So yeah, this is a mutual sort of experience, right? When we have one, we always are to some extent involved in how it is that we are interacting perceptively, mind, body, soul, with existentially in this experience. So let's get a little further though. Let's see what's what. This person really likes you. It could even be an employer. No, listen. I'm hearing Capricorn. I'm hearing they are getting lazy with the other interviews. Okay, after they interview with you, someone here, spit out their gum because they got to get ready to talk to you again. I'm hearing, and it's not about the news that they've heard about you. It's what they haven't. For some of you, this person's wondering. Like, I feel the tables have turned. This person really feels like you guys are a great match. Even for some of you, they're getting back to you on something from years ago. I'm hearing, hey, I know I'm late. This person feels, really sort of silly, or they feel sort of that they have really dismissed the potential. It may not be that way, but maybe it's sort of something that they're going to want to segue with. Okay, it's kind of maybe even like a gesture, a formality, like, hey, we're sorry we're late. It's like you were 2 minutes late. It's like this person, maybe they want to sort of, they're trying to, they want to lock it down, okay? Let's just say it like that. Let's get here further. We have the Five of Swords upright. Wow. It's something maybe competitive. Where's again? Wow. Earth. Whoa. Some of you maybe are pregnant, or you have a child, or there's something about a pregnancy. Some of you may have a child here with the person that you're with. Someone here is very happy about that. Okay, if you are pregnant with someone's child here, oh my God, this person... For some of you, they want to raise a child with you. For some of you here, they see you. They really like this feminine, divine feminine energy that you stepped into with the Earth Mother. There's something just honestly like I see them looking at you as sort of like delicious. I hear it like this, like they see you as like a snack. I see it like that. I don't know. I'm hearing it like this. This person, when they're talking on the phone, I feel like, let's back it up. Let's go to throat chakra. They're very, very, very attracted to everything about you. I feel like they feel that you've sort of blossomed. You've really grown up. For some of you, this person just is honestly like cannot wait to actually maybe even like literally take it to the next level with you. With the Earth Mother and the Death card, some of you, I see it again, like either you're in a very feminine energy regardless, or you're just like owning your, even I'm hearing your Mr. and Mrs. energy. Wow, maybe this is even a third party. You're meeting up with someone's family, but like you and your partner, you guys are in a really good place. I see that as very healthy, sort of grounded energy, and I feel you are going to also, with your finances, really level up and into the next stage of your work. So we have Movement of Pentacles. Let's get a little further here. So the first week, though, is still very important with that. Wow, we literally have 3 major arcana, and they both speak to your ruler. The Death card, Scorpio. Pluto, will say energy, and the Earth Mother here, really strong Aries. Mars, which is your secondary ruler. There's something here. Wow, let's clear it. For some of you, someone's going to meet someone's family, their mother specifically. Wow. Some of you, listen, I mean, this is a huge confession. For some, this is a confession, or for some of you, your career and your finances are going to completely change. Okay, what you thought was a bracket even that was recognizable, okay, over a 10 month span, I'm here a 10-year span, depending on, I'm here at 10 years though specifically, okay, for most here, is, I mean, you just never, you never knew, like, that something could turn around so quickly. Even I'm hearing that, maybe usually someone who's making this much amount of money within a 10-year span at a certain company, you're making triple that. I hear like that, 3 times that. It's something, it's unheard of. Even for some of you, you're gonna maybe even get well over typical paid salary for some of you, or something, or your stipends, or something about your investments, your investment. Ace of Cups. Now, for some of you, something is gonna pay off, and that includes relationships. If you've been doing heavy shadow work, and you've been very much sticking to, again, building out, really cultivating this beautiful, feminine, sort of grounded energy that comes, and I'm not talking about gender, right? Let's back it up, clear throat chakra, some space in which you are, let's say, really owning and identifying with also your creative source, right? What it is that speaks to you, and you're saying, I don't care really, what other people have created here as well. It's about what I recognize as being my true sort of creative outlet as well for me, and I'm not, concerned about what other people want to say about that, okay, because a lot of people want to talk, and I realize that a lot of people have something to say, but that doesn't mean that it's even them saying it. It could be, the regurgitation of somebody else's opinion, yada yada. So I'm not concerned with the throat chakra of other people and where it's at and where it's not at, and how accurate it is that they are communicating in between, we'll say, themselves and their higher self. So this is you being very independent with that Earth Mother. You saying, I own my creative assets. I hear that as well. And so this is really going to pay off. If you've been an entrepreneur, Scorpio, giddy up, horsey. You got major sunsets to ride off into with that Earth Mother in that first week of January, and I see that you will set the sun down, okay, with the pace of that you keep in a certain industry now. In other words, someone's looking towards you. You got people looking at you. These maybe even be investors. They see that you're moving very quickly here into the ranks. For some of you here, for some of you, someone may be religious with that Two of Cups. That's just coming through. For some of you here, you have accolades coming. For some of you here with the Two of Cups, I see a lot of people, a lot of eyes on you. Could be headhunter energy as well, yeah? With the Two of Cups and the High Priestess. Some of you here, it's something academic. For some of you, you're going to win an award of some kind. Some of you here, it's something athletic. You're hitting a record. For some of you, this is a record here we see with the Two of Cups and the High Priestess. Some of you, though, I see your finances are also going to, wow, you have 3 2s in that last week. 8 of Wands. You're on fire. Stop, Scorpio. This is your month. This is your month. I feel that you're going to feel how heavy that ball was. You're going to feel how strong the bat is in your hand, and you're going to see how far it goes, but it's even by way of how fast you run, by way of how far you see that it moves to in your observance of this whole experience, something, in other words, coming full circle. And I feel like you're really done with the past, and I feel like you're allowing that to really just be pushed away, kind of like finally, like once and for all. And that sort of brings even more momentum to the way that you really step into this next experience. You've hit a home run for some of you here with a long cycle, and I'm very happy for you, Scorpio. You really earned it. You worked extremely hard here. Let's claim the heart chakra. You worked very, very hard here. I see for some of you, it's like if you're a swimmer, you're going all the way with maybe 2 to 3 breaths. Now, I'm not saying that you should do such a thing, but for some of you here, please talk to your person practitioner. before you make any lifestyle decisions. If you even take up swimming, please, this is a general video. The 2 of Wands here, the 7 of Cups, but I see you also healing something. And I see you're sort of really finding momentum with your stride of how it is that you also really want to create a certain space. You're realizing it's not just about the vision, it's how I sort of pursue the vision, okay? How it is that I feel when I'm creating what I'm creating. It's not just, enough to say that I'm getting to the end point. For some of you, I see you cherishing every moment here, as if it were really, wow, if this is someone, I'm going to say it like this, Scorpio. Yeah, well, you're cherishing every moment as if it's every moment. For some of you, you're getting closer to someone, and I see there's a lot of love here between you and this person. You're just really enjoying these moments, okay? And I feel like your success, though, by way of how you're honoring what you need to feel in every moment. We'll say it like that, and saying it. Yeah, it's something of an absolutism, saying anything that I want, I can also manifest, right? Being in that space of your perspective. It's I don't need to feel that I have to sacrifice certain, experiences to have others. And you're saying, I'm not gonna, sacrifice anything. If I feel like I need to be living my lifestyle in this way, I'm gonna say that that's my absolute, my standard. That's really paying off. And I feel like you're really eradicating, pushing so much shadow energy out of the way and saying, I don't deserve that and I won't experience it. And that means that I'm not going to be fearing what comes in place of it when I finally do identify that it's not for me. And so you're saying, let the universe take whatever is not meant for my story. The one that I really, 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 really write out, right? And some of you here, you're going solo with your projects, and that's a huge deal. This is a past life energy that you maybe did not, as you felt, to have bravery, okay, to do. And it was something that you kept maybe sort of falling back into, slinking back into. Let's back it up. Yeah, some of you dealing as well with really weird drama, okay? Jealous coworkers is I don't need to deal with any of that, okay? And I realize that I can do everything I'm doing without all of that schlepping of all that silly karmic energy. For some of you, you totally mastered, okay, the process by which you realize you will hit and achieve the height that you're destined to reach. Okay, 4, and it's not something that you need to discuss with anybody else. And so I see you getting more private, more independent with how you, again, sort of involve yourself in your craft, and it's beautiful. It's really something that I feel a lot of people will be able to appreciate, but in retrospect, in the moment they'll be oh wow, it's maybe kind of hold some criticism here or there with what it is that you sort of are governing for yourself now. It's oh, you're going solo, oh, you feel you don't need our advice, but that conversation not even happening, right? That's not even happening as a conversation any longer, because you're not engaging others in that space of what is sacred to you, which means that you see yourself as the ultimate creator, okay, as the sole proprietor. I'm hearing that as well. Some of you, you're detaching. You're jumping ship from a major sort of lifetime movie even. You're this wasn't even my career. This was all drama. So this is all even a nightmare, even I had to say that. This is not what I'm looking for. 4 of Pentacles. Some of you here, you're also just really getting very wise with how it is, and you're getting clear as well. Clear, and then you're getting wise. I feel with what it is that, or you're getting wise by way of getting clear on what it is that you feel is going to be the path that makes you feel like you are in control of your experience of manifesting your story. So it's well, if I'm going to create what I want, but then I'm going to achieve it by way of feeling indebted to this many number of people, what good is any of that? I feel like you're really thinking about things such as, where's my money going? Who is it also coming from? And what do I feel comfortable with? What do I feel is really in alignment? Okay, what do I feel is really in resonance? What do I feel is really also morally, ethically appropriate, and really sort of allowing me to sit in that space of creatorship in a grounded way where I'm not looking back and maybe even having regrets, or I see you just way more feeling comfortable with how you create. For some of you, it's an example of, I'm very choosy with what clients I take on now. I'm very, very choosy with who I allow to invest in my project, we'll say. Okay, what opinion, okay, is to, be also heralded, okay, in this process of manifestation of what it is that I know is for me to create, right? So for some of you here, there was something awkward going on, I feel, where somebody else was having a really big voice, and something that was even just a whisper of what you needed to say to yourself as just a simple moment of intuition, and recognizing what your intuition is telling you is there was a whole entire fiasco, a whole Socratic seminar of 8 to 10 people who wanted in on that on that discussion, and it's neither one of any of them, okay, none of them could have had any sort of say in that. So some of you here, I see you sort of finding your answer, your solution, and the answer to it involves similarly you, and only you. For some of you, I see you doing something totally on your own, and for some of you, this is something risky. I do see that for some of you, someone here is offering you something even, they're even pitching you something, and you're like, you know what, I'm okay, and they're like, wow, really? Are you sure you're gonna go at it alone like that? Let's back it up, clear the throat chakra, let's clear all the way down the right side of the body. You have someone here who maybe is intimately intertwined with your financial situation, and that at times when we realize what's really going on can get pretty well, sticky, okay? Because how do you sort of backpedal out of a situation where someone has invested themselves to such a degree in your life? I feel for some of you, especially if your creativity was involved, you're going to start really realizing that it's kind of important, okay, and it's not worth it to not be able to also speak your truth because your truth would impact others financially. Here, like this. This is a very specific message, maybe. Let's back it up. Some of you, maybe, for example, like you feel that finances, when it comes to, even like a certain community, is really affecting how you're able to really invest yourself creatively in what you do. This is really something that you're realizing has to go. This cannot be anymore. You're gonna, it's gonna be very much inevitably awkward for some of you. Like, you're gonna get down to it anyways. You're just gonna be like, hey, you know what? I feel like honestly I can just go alone. Maybe, for example, an example is I was paying for a service I didn't need, but like I was helping fund, XYZ number of people in their career. It's like something like that. I don't know. It's a general video though. Always take it as you will. But there's just something, it's like, it's a bit of like a risk, but a perceptive risk, maybe. This is, again, a general video. I don't know what everyone is deciding on, okay, but I just see you just sort of like, I can't feel like indebted, even maybe to somebody else's creative assets or resources. Maybe someone's like giving you some resource here. It's like, but no, like I can create this without all of that, and I don't want to have to put your watermark on it, and, okay, whatever else, right? So I see you moving past like sort of an awkward energy here. But yeah, I see it more for someone else. It's like let's say, I'm seeing it even metaphorically, like your neighbor coming over your neighbor wants to give you some sort of like sugar offering, like they want to bring sugar to your door. It's like, you gotta push them away. Like, I'm actually gonna think though, okay, justice here with the Ace of Swords. Now, for some of you, it's a metaphor. Maybe you feel like, well, I don't want to bring people into my intimate space who I'm not very close to, who I don't feel close to. Maybe, we're technically friends, but like if I don't, it's something that you want to be in control of the process of. For some of you, if you are working in a project space, I feel like you may even need to fire a few people or say, hey, you know what, we're not going to do this right now. And then allow other people, let's say that, you are very much choosing who you sort of, who you really can see in that space, maybe for a period of time. Yeah, it's nobody, but I see you just being very discretionary with what you feel you resonate with even, and it's going to be something, yet again, like a little bit of a transference of even maybe power moment, okay, for some of you, but emotionally, it's like, you may have to tell maybe some of your friends, for example, it's like, I don't really want to work on this project like this, like, I need to take time to maybe not work on it at all, and then possibly, I need to be able to know whether or not I really can, and how I see this is going to be working out. For some of you, there's something really that may just sort of roll down the hill a little bit here. You're going to roll down the mountain a little bit, and you just got to let the ball find its speed, okay, and not look back a little bit. It's like, this is something that maybe just is not going to work out. With the Three of Pentacles, like, there's just something that you're going to realize, but it's kind of like too much pressure anyways. It's like, you're going to realize when that energy of awkwardness comes over all of you in the situation, it's like, that is clearly not my problem, and like them all feeling awkward about this is not on my shoulders. Like, I see you just letting go of how other people are interpreting what's right for you and what's best for you. I see you, maybe this was a space where you're trying to, like, it was a startup energy, like maybe you were starting something up with a number of people, but then it's just, the waves got too choppy and you realize I gotta swim out on my own, and I know how to swim, but like you were maybe trying to help other people here in the space. It could be legally, there could be something about just simply friendship that you're just not feeling comfortable with anymore. Maybe you just feel that something simple for another is a big weight for you, or is, a big deal for you, and maybe it's something that even in general you're like, well, holding on to. It's just too much pressure and it's getting complicated. So let's get a little further. As I was meditating, Scorpio, let's back it up. There is someone here who, let's say, does want to also really be with you. I feel this is someone, let's back it up. This person is very, very strategic with how they get involved with others, and I feel like that, you know who this is, and you know how they work, and I feel like this is maybe someone who you feel there's a lot of potential with. This situation though, okay, I see that you look at this situation and it's a little bit uncomfortable. Now, this person can also be you, but for some of you, it can definitely be you, but for some of you, this is another person. For some of you, I gotta be very honest, there may be someone here who you just want to drop everything else for. It's like, because you know that this is, That's clear. Now the right side body. This is huge. I feel that whatever this offer is, it's going to sort of be that moment where you say, I have to make a decision because now this is serious. For some of you, this is an offer, let's say that, you know, puts you at a crossroads. Okay, maybe for the first time in your life when it comes to a very particular area of life. Venus in Scorp, Mars in Scorp, rising Scorpio I'm hearing as well. This is definitely coming down to partnerships and relationships. I see that you have to really, you know, yeah, let's give an example. You're meeting someone, you know that you're thinking seriously about this individual. You know, you're thinking seriously about this individual. You have to make a decision, okay, when it comes to other people in your life. Maybe you were flirting around. Maybe you had a lot of options, or they did, or however. And you're finally, someone comes along. It's like, I see this person is having really long-term potential. What am I going to do? Am I going to, you know, I gotta choose how I'm going to talk to others now, or I need to start getting like kind of more clear on my prerogative here in terms of how I'm going to process what I feel for this person. Yeah, for some of you, this is someone who wants you back. Literally, I want you back. I know you don't feel the same, and you inspire me. I feel this is going to be a new sort of energy that comes into a dynamic that you are still holding on to, or that someone is still holding on to. I feel someone who's going to like kind of come through like, hey, I see them sort of like popping up, like just coming through like, do you want to maybe try this again? We have, I don't want to let you go. I want you so badly. Some of you dealing with a Capricorn. I don't know how to feel. I see a slice of salmon like locks here. I won't let you down. I can't do this. I find you so attractive in the theme. Some of you are really going to have to make a decision on someone who you like. And I see this person coming back, and it's like, maybe, you know, you have another situation going. Wow, all the cards are spell. Yeah, this person, I feel like you feel a lot for this person. They feel a lot for you. But you're going to have to really, really make decisions here. Because I do see maybe another person in your life. Okay, ever since, the separation. Can we get a little bit more? What currently do you have to make a decision on? We have the Six of Cups. And the Two of Wands. Yeah, some of you have another option, or there's someone already in your life. Can we get a little bit further on that? Nine of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Cups. Yeah, for some of you, this is coming down to two opportunities, okay? Some of you may need to, is it maybe a job position, to accept that you're gonna have to move. And you're thinking, I gotta make the decision now. Am I going to move? Like, it's equivalent to your lease is coming up. Am I going to get rid of my place, or am I going to, stick around for another, semester? I'm hearing that. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Swords in reverse, and the Hangman in reverse. Time is just, though, definitely up. And I feel like you feel that there is this need to sort of really officially, transition. Okay, so let me get the cards off the ground. Now, some of you, I feel like, yet again, there's someone coming in who, or there's something that comes up that, let's clear it. Let's back it up. Is enough of a interest, okay? Let's, again, back it up. Is enough of an interest of yours to sort of push you to make a more proactive, productive, sort of minded decision, okay? Something else of a decision in your life. Important. These two avenues are both important. I feel like that's why it's a crossroads. This is the first time where maybe you were actually considering. A very simple example is, this is the first time I ever considered committing to somebody. Let's back it up. Let's back it up, clear throat chakra. Some of you, Capricorn, Cancer, you're dealing maybe with someone like that. You may be dealing with someone who is for the first time making a decision. Maybe they're literally coming back. If they were a commitment phobe in the past, they may be coming back for the very first time wanting a bona fide relationship with you. And they want to speak of the future. They want to speak on these such things. Maybe the example is that they're coming back, and they know that by coming back, they need to really speak on the future. They need to really start speaking about these things. For some of you, this is going to be a bit controversial. For some of you, you feel that your reaction as well is everything right now. Maybe you know that this is a big deal, whatever this person coming with now, and so you have to respond with as equally of a thoughtful, let's say, response and reaction. For some of you, this is just someone who is very sort of serious, and I really feel for many of you this is a level up in your career. I do feel that this may even be a promotion or like a really big company. For some of you, maybe, for example, even you never considered moving out of your home country. It's like maybe you got enough of a big enough sort of stake, even I'm hearing, in a company that's going to, or a position in a company that is just going to really provoke you to think maybe twice about that rule that you had. Okay, so for some of you, though, you're meeting someone, or someone who's coming back who you like, let's say it's like that person, you're like, if that one person we ever had a sort of rendezvous, Okay, that's the only person I would consider, let's say, moving for or doing this or that for. So let's get a little bit further here. I'd like to get here a quick Celtic cross. Actually, I'd like to pull one more card for each of the days. And let's get here a little bit on what this new surprise beginning is. Let's get some letter charms. We have a double R, we have an O. Let's back it up. I feel like someone here definitely was not talking to another person. Okay, I do see that there was silence for some of you. But I see that not much actually has changed, okay, ever since. We have ESO, ASO, we have TR, RT, makes me think of retweet, we have U, we have true. Yeah, I see you sort of like having a conversation here. We have ER, we have lovers, we have truer. Wow, that microphone is just moving like that? Okay, that's super weird. Oh, the sign is obviously bring the mic fucking closer, Nat. Natalie, oh my, let's back it up. Let's go to the heart chakra. Some of you, yeah, you're definitely having like a contract even. Okay, here written out with someone, justice fallen out right there, 6 of Cups. This is someone who was definitely waiting to sort of come back. Okay, they were waiting in the haunches. Very awkward energy for some. Let's back it up like a little bit awkward. Chariot. I also see someone here, like, watching you. Maybe they didn't want to quite, like, tell you that they were. They're feeling a little bit embarrassed. I'm hearing Jody. Josie? Jocelyn? Jody? Ace of Cups, guys. Come on. The Fool. Yeah, Earth Mother. They maybe never appreciated you, but I feel like now it's, like, kind of getting to the point where it's, like, what am I doing? It's like they're feeling very passive. Okay, they're feeling, like, yeah. But, anyways, this person maybe even, there is a bit of, like, a... It's like, I'm lurking you, okay, kind of energy, but they're not actually talking, or they weren't, and maybe maybe they're feeling like this is not a good vibe. Like, they don't like being a lurker. I feel that this person doesn't, yeah, and I feel like, but also, yeah, but it's kind of like, I feel this person, if you're psychic, they're afraid that you kind of know. It's like, that you know. I see a cactus here. For some of you, it's kind of inevitable. They're realizing that it's even kind of risky. It's like the longer that I'm lurking this person, the longer that they may kind of realize it on their own. So I feel like this person wants to get official with you. They want to sort of, I feel also like get back on your good list. For some of you though, this person is like competitive with you, or they do have a competitive energy, and maybe they kind of realize that that's not really healthy and it's actually kind of obvious. Maybe the longer they stay away from you, for some of you here, maybe this is someone here who even, like, kind of, they said something strange about you and they want to apologize, like, they want to kind of, I'm hearing, they want to heal the wounds. Maybe they feel that there was a discrepancy. This came through in the Capricorn Cancer reading. There is a discrepancy between what it is that they said and what they feel you deserve. Now, that sounds a little bit kind of like demeaning, but I feel like there is an understated sort of energy to the way that they communicate that, okay? It's not like they're being kind of weird with you, but you're always going to take it as you will. The end example can be, we feel like we kind of didn't offer you enough of a package back there, and we thought about it, and yeah, we want to offer you a little more in the package. For some of you, this is just a straight up apology. For some of you, this person though, they feel like it's not right to lurk you. I hear that as well. Or that it's gotten to the level where they now have to finally say something, because it's just too much time. This is too awkward. It's like, it's also too obvious. It's also, too risky, because I feel like, yeah, what are they, we get a little bit on what they're holding out on as they feel it with you by not communicating. Innocence of Wands, oh, and the 5 Pentacles. So they feel that you're competitive, okay, and they feel like you do deserve. For some of you, they are maybe playing hard to get, okay, and so if there is another option, what can we tell more about that? For some of you, oh, if this is a company, listen, I see someone playing major poker face, like, they're really interested, but they're playing it off. For some of you, they need time. Maybe they're taking a while because they need time. For some of you, though, in the meantime, they're realizing that playing hard to get, yeah, 2 Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Wands upright. They're trying to they have a lot of interest in you, but they want to temper it. So take it as you will. We'll see you in the next